Hi everyone! I hope you're all doing really well today. I'm so excited to be filming here today with my little baby sister, Lizzie.
Yes, I'm a college freshman and I'm home for spring break, and Abby asked me if I wanted to film a video and I said yes.
And actually, Lizzie and I, we both are huge YouTube junkies and beauty cosmetic junkies. Cosmetic junkies. And actually, it's so funny, we're sisters, but we didn't even know that we both were until we were already both really into YouTube and everything, and then we found out and we're like, ah!
Yeah. It's like, oh my gosh, you subscribe to this person, this person.
Yeah, we both love everybody, all the same people and stuff, so that was really cool. So we decided to do a video for you today since she's home traveling, a video showing you guys what we each travel with and like what our containers are that we travel with and the products that we kind of throw, like our old trusties that we throw into like our travel bags. So I think I'm going to start off first and show you guys my travel bag. This is one that I learned about from Emily Noel 83, and it's one that was on QVC for a while, and I can't remember the name of the lady, but she does like organizational things on QVC. I can figure it out if you guys beg me or post a comment and want to figure it out. I can, but I actually got it. I heard about it from her. She did a whole entire video about these. So basically, my container, you open it up like this, and it's really, really organized. Oops, something fell out. It's really organized because it opens up kind of like a book where you have little clear pouches, and then you can put everything in it like that. So that's what I use as my main thing, and then I put my brushes in a brush roll, and then I usually put like a few palettes for my eyeshadow in another little tiny container. So that's what I use.
Yeah, and my makeup bag, it's from Target. It's Sonia Kashuk. I got it on clearance, I think 2 summers ago maybe, but it's really nice because you can put all your eye stuff in this side and then all your face stuff in this side. So
cool. Yeah. So first for foundation, I carry with me on vacation, usually like if I can, a travel size of a little primer, and right here I happen to have an Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, so I would probably definitely grab that and stick it in my travel bag if I were to travel like today, because that's my very favorite primer that I've ever used. And then I also have an under eye primer by Smashbox, and I always use that before I put on my foundation, and I always travel with my favorite foundation, which is Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation, and my shade is 1.1.
And I don't use any primers or anything. I find that they really break out my skin, but my favorite foundation to use is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum. I got this when I was in England over the summer, and it's almost out right now. I'll like go to like pump some on my hand and it will like splitter, and so I know it's about to run out, and I'm really sad. But this is my favorite right now.
Which I really want to try. I actually have the Healthy Mix Foundation, but I haven't tried the Healthy Mix Serum Foundation. Yeah. They're two different ones.
I've heard it's a lot better.
Yeah. I also, in terms of foundation, if my skin is really breaking out or something and I just want more coverage, I also pack in the Laura Geller, the Balance and Brightens, and I actually use Fair and Porcelain, and I mix them together to make the right shade for me. So if I want to, I will just like buff that in with a kabuki brush right on top of my foundation to get more coverage if I need it when I'm on vacation. But that's everything that I carry for foundation. So for concealer, I kind of mix this up sometimes, but I usually will put in a few old trusties, and so one of those is Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and like when I went to IMATS in January, I know I threw this one in my bag, and it's a really good one. It lasts all day, so like when you're out doing things, like when you're traveling, you don't have to worry about touching it up a lot. Really good one. And then another one that I'll often throw in is either the Revlon Photo Ready concealer or the CoverGirl Plus Olay one. And those I like to throw in because like if I'm running late, you know, if you're at a hotel or something and you guys have a place to be, like that is really easy to just like stick on and then just like do with your fingers, and it's just a really quick one. I feel like the full cover Makeup Forever one is a little bit better if you want to take some time and get it really good, like if you're going out to a nice place while you're on vacation. And then I always, I know I'm talking longer, but I always also carry the Bare Minerals concealer, the Well Rested, and I'll always put that on top of whatever I put under my under eyes to conceal, because my under eyes are like really, really dark blue circles, bluish purple. Yeah, genetic sisters. Yeah, so this I find it really helps conceal even further under my eyes.
Yeah. And the stuff I brought to show you guys, it's not just the stuff that I travel with, it's actually the everything I use every day before I go to classes and everything. And the concealer that I really like for under my eyes is the Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. And I find that this is really good at covering up and just highlighting the eye area. And then the concealer I like to use for my face, it actually matches the foundation. It's the Bourjois Healthy Mix Concealer, and I like to use this for all over my face because it matches the foundation really well. So
What shade
that's
do
pretty
you
fun.
use?
53.
Shades
Eclat Finance.
That was awesome.
I'm fluent in French, guys.
Those of you from France can tell us how you're supposed to say it. Okay. So then for powder, usually I just travel with the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil. It's one that I've used for forever. I'm not a huge powder girl. Like a lot of times if I want fuller coverage, I'll use that Laura Geller stuff, and so then I don't want to put powder on top of that because it's already powder. And then if I want a more natural look, like I just don't want powder on my face on top of other stuff because I just feel like it looks a little powdery. So I travel with that. That's all I use. And then, do you use a powder?
I don't in the winter. It gets really, really hot where I'm at school during the summer, so I have to. But during the winter, my skin has been really dry, so I haven't used a powder.
Okay.
So I didn't bring one with me.
And then I have, for bronzer, I usually travel with NARS Laguna, and I have like the full-size one. I'll just stick that in my thing, and I'll use that for like contouring as well. Yeah.
Okay. And what I use for bronzer, I actually use Laguna also. Mine is just in this NARS Guy Bourdain palette, and it's just right here. And my palette actually broke, and I was really upset. It fell out of my makeup bag and onto a tile floor in my dorm room. And
I think I would cry.
I almost did. I saw it laying there, and I was like, no, please don't be broken. Please don't be broken. But it's not too bad. It's just the packaging, so.
Cool. And then for highlighter, I use so many other highlighters when I'm at home, but I always seem to throw in the two Lorac ones that I have. They're the perfectly lit ones, and they're in the colors Spotlight and Luminous, because one of them is more subtle because it's a little darker, and the other one is brighter. So I just put both of them in depending on what I want.
For my highlighter, I also use the same NARS Guy Bourdain palette. I use it for everything. So I love it. Abby actually got it for me for Christmas, and I opened it. I wanted it for so
I love
long.
that palette. It's a really good palette.
Yes, I use it every day.
I could easily stick that in my travel bag too. So then for blush, usually what I carry is a basic peach, a basic pink, and then a basic nude blush. So what I love is the Milani Luminoso. It's one of my very favorite blushes, if not the very favorite blush. It just looks really good on my skin tone. It's their peachy, just awesomeness blush. And
Still haven't tried that one.
oh, really?
Sorry, yeah.
Oh, man, you gotta get that. It's awesome. And then for a light pink, I have Illamasqua powder blusher in Naked Rose, and it's just a really light pink. I'm sure that there's probably swatches all over the internet if you want to find them for this, but it's a good pink. And then for a nude, I travel with Tarte Exposed, which is also a cult favorite, and it's just a nice nude color.
Yeah. And blush again, I use this, but my favorite blush to use is this one right in the middle, this bright pink. And at first I was like, I'm never going to use that blush. It's way too like bright, just like baby bluish pink, but it's actually turned out to be my favorite. It just gives a really nice natural glow to your cheeks.
Yeah, I like it. I like adding that color to the peach one in there,
Oh.
deep to deep throat, and it
Yeah.
makes it really nice too. It makes it a little more pink and bright for summer. So on to eyes. So I always stick in my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in Eden, and this is the best eyeshadow primer that I've ever used, like hands down. It's totally my favorite, and the only thing about it is you gotta make sure you blend it in really good before it sets. Otherwise, if there's any lines, like this is a flesh colored one, so if you don't blend it in really well, then there can be lines, and then it's like impossible to move because it doesn't move once you put it on it. I mean, until you wash your face.
Yeah, and the primer that I use is it's just like a mini baby of the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and it's always been my favorite, but I really want to try the shade that you have in the Primer Potion.
Yeah, next time you have to get some more, you should get it because it lasts like forever.
Yeah.
Okay, so then for eyeshadows, I put them in a separate thing because I'll put like palettes and they don't really fit in that container that I have. So I also threw in a couple of big brushes, chunky brushes that don't fit in my brush roll. And then for eyeshadows, I usually throw in my Mally City Chick Brownstone Smoky Eye Kit because it's really, really good for, I don't know, just a really light daily kind of smoky eye. If I want to look like I'm really wearing eye makeup plenty but not really dark, or you can play that up and make it go more nighttime too pretty easily. I just really love that kit. It's one of my favorites. And then I also definitely throw in my Naked Basics Urban Decay palette. I just love this. Hated it when I first got it. Thought it was totally boring, but it's It's definitely one of my favorites now. And then I made my own little Travel Z palette of all my favorite shades that are sort of neutral shades. And I think I may have talked about this in a video before, and if I haven't, then I can talk about it again if you guys just want me to know. But I have stuff from Makeup Geek and MAC in this little palette, and then I usually throw in just a couple of other little basic things that are good, that I feel really comfortable putting on in case I'm in a hurry, like if I'm at the hotel, and that is 2 colored tattoos. One is Bad to the Bronze, and the other one is in Inked and Pink. And I find that Inked and Pink looks really good on me, just on my lid, if I put brown in the crease. And then Bad to the Bronze is just kind of, everybody loves it. It's amazing. Very nice. And then I also have the only other sort of cream shadow that I put in there is a L'Oreal Infallible shadow called Bronzed Taupe, which is actually really similar to Bad to the Bronze. It's just they go on differently and depending on what I'm feeling like. This one's a little more shimmery than Bad to the Bronze. It goes on like with a little bit more of a matte finish than this. I mean, not that it's matte, but it's just a little bit more, it's not quite as shimmery as this one. And then the last thing that I throw in is the Top Shelf by Bare Minerals. It's just a little duo. That is amazing.
It looks so good whenever she wears it. I'm always like, what are you wearing?
And I keep asking you if you're going to get it. You got to get it.
I'm going to. I need to. I have a gift card to Sephora.
Okay.
I'm going to get this done.
Okay.
I'm going to start off with my 2 cream bases that I use every single day. The first one is Benefit's RSVP, and it's just a pinky champagne color, and this was one of the first high-end makeup products I ever had, and I'm still using it, and I still have a ton left.
That same one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. How long have you had it?
3 years. And
3
using
years.
it consistently, like,
That's pretty
almost
good.
every day, yeah. And the other cream base I use all the time is the Maybelline Color Tattoo and Barely Branded, and it's just a nice, like, pearly beige color, and it looks good under a lot of my eyeshadows. And the 2 eyeshadow palettes I bring with me are my matte quad that I made, and my all-time favorite color, as you can see right here because I've used a ton of it, is Naked Lunch, and I just love putting this all over my eye. And then this is Sable, and it looks gorgeous in the crease with Naked Lunch. Another palette that I like to bring with me is a Philosophy. It's the Box of Truffles palette, and I got this at Big Lots for like $3 a year or 2 ago.
Yeah. You found all the stuff at Big Lots, and then I got like a ton too. Like they had so many products, they were discontinuing their current makeup line, and they were all $3 a piece.
Yeah, or less.
Yeah.
But the colors I like to use in this, I like to put this cream color all over my eyes, and then in the crease just put this brownie color, and it just looks really nice and natural. So those are my eyeshadows.
Cool. For eyeliners, I usually just throw in a couple of basics. I always, if I want a black, I'll put in Makeup Geek's Immortal, their gel eyeliner. And then for a brown, I will stick in my Mally Evercolor Ultimate Waterproof Eyeliner in Espresso Lane. That's my favorite brown eyeliner. So favorite black, favorite brown.
Yeah. The eyeliners that I like to carry with me, I carry 2. The first one, it's this Physicians Formula Eye Booster in the color Deep Brown. It's just a felt tip brown liner, and it's not the best. I mean, it works okay. I'm just using it because I don't have any other felt tip liners right now. I usually like black felt tip. That's usually my favorite, but I've run out and I haven't gotten any more.
What do you usually use? The Ico one? You said you liked the Ico.
Yeah, I really like the Ico one, and then I had a Lorac one. I really want to try the Stila one. I've heard that one's really good.
Yeah.
And the other eyeliner I carry, it's this Caitlin. Kaylin. It's like just a gel liner, and it's really nice for traveling or if you're on the go because it comes with the brush right in the lid. I find that it stays on all day long. In this color, it's in deep purple, or just purple actually.
Did you get that one from Ipsy?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Yeah, because I got one from Ipsy too.
Yeah, I really like it, so.
Yeah, I think I got that same one. It's like a really easy to wear deep purple if it's the same one I have. Yeah.
It's not like, bam, you're wearing purple, but it's like, oh,
yeah,
those look nice.
Yeah. For mascara, I usually throw a few favorites. Right now I'm using pretty much every day the IT Cosmetics Tightline mascara that's got like the tiny little wand on it. And I'll use that for my bottom lashes, and I'll use it to sort of prime my top lashes and then wiggle like really close to the tight line. And then my Mally, I have the Christmas edition or the holiday edition of the Mally waterproof, or not waterproof, but volumizing mascara. And then I usually throw in one more. This other one that I threw in is another favorite. It's the Almay One Coat Get Up and Grow. Sometimes I'll do 2 different mascaras, and sometimes I'll feel like that just boosts the volume a little bit. So that's why I usually throw 2 in.
Yeah, I have two as well. The first one, it's Jordana Best Last Extreme Mascara. And these
hard
used
to
to be
say.
my Best Lash Extreme. But this used to be my all-time favorite. It's like, it used to be $3 and then I went to go get it again. It's $4 and this is the new formula and it's not very good.
Oh,
I don't like it.
What do you have? What's happening?
I find it's not as black and it smudges a lot easier. And
I heard that it smudges. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a bummer. Jordana,
No,
what?
it was my favorite and it was so cheap and they raised the price and now it's not as
That's a
good.
bummer. That's a bummer.
But my all-time favorite mascara is the Benefit They're Real mascara. But I find I can't use this every day because it's a very drying formula and the brush is very hard. And so whenever I use it every day, it like breaks my lashes.
Ooh,
and
yikes.
they become not good. But I wear it if I know I'm going to be somewhere special where I want my lashes to be really nice.
Yeah,
So-
it does make your lashes look really nice.
Mhm.
And then as far as eyebrows go, I always have to do my brows every single day because if I don't do them, they're just not thick enough. And especially after I put on foundation and stuff, I can't even rub off the foundation off my eyebrows to make them look normal again. I don't know, they just look a lot lighter. So I usually will throw in what I've been using for almost a year, and I've definitely hit pan, like really, like there's hardly any product on the side that I use. This is from Sigma. It's the medium brow powder. I need to get a new one soon. And then the Anastasia clear brow gel.
Brow products with me. I don't do my brows very often and Abby gives me a really hard time about it. She says I look a lot better when I do them, but
She does.
I just don't get around to doing it very often.
College kids.
Yeah, I do carry a couple products with me. I have this Laura Geller brow
Brow
marker.
pencil?
Brow
Yeah.
marker.
Which I think I gave you, right?
Yeah, you gave it to me.
I passed it on because it
Yeah.
wasn't the right color for me.
And she knows I won't go out and buy a brow product.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I pass on a lot of my stuff to Lizzie.
yeah. And then I just have a sample of the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel.
I think that's pretty much everything that we have to show you guys. So that's the makeup that we travel with. And thank you so much for watching. And I'm so excited to be here with Lizzie again.
thanks for
and
having
you guys,
me.
Yeah, you guys have to be really sweet to her in the comments, or I'll have to come and get you. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you again soon.
Bye.